Welcome back, YouTube. I'm back with another video. It's your boy Kai, and I'm here to debate about Kung Fu Panda. I know it's just all in general. I know it sounds silly, but I always been a fan of Kung Fu Panda. It's the reason why I even got into Naruto. The reason why I even got into nunchucks per se. Well, nunchucks and all that stuff. It just was a core thing for me. That and Bruce Lee and my grandpa. It just was a lot that was tied into that. So it was more than a childhood thing for me. And I was very upset of how everything like went on. Even Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3. And yes, I'm one of those people that feel like Tai Lung should have had a better redemption. And yeah, I know I've been hearing a lot of hate on TikTok about people who agree with Tai Lung, telling them that they need to grow up. Wrong is wrong. He shouldn't have tried to destroy the village. For one, if you watched it, he did not destroy the village. He was trying to get what was his. And if I were to put it in a human perspective, which this happens a lot, and this literally break families up, like Michael Jackson. All I'm saying is, like, when your parents want you to be something and it doesn't work out and they force you to do it your whole life, and then like
it's literally the plot of like a ton of movies.
Right. It's just like
it's common.
You gotta realize, I'm gonna just throw this in there. Tai Lung was an orphan. He didn't have anybody. So for me just saying that, to devote your life to something and people telling you like, hey, you're gonna be the Dragon Warrior, and you actually train for it. And if you notice through his training, he did not show any signs of evilness. He just was good at Kung Fu. He, like, all the little things that the Furious Five were training, y'all know what I'm talking about, the little wooden little spine things. He was seen literally breaking 99 of them. Like, all of them were broke. Master Uwe saw it and shook his head. When, let's clock that T, he was not a better fighter than him. He was better than Shifu. He's actually beat Shifu in a fight. And if y'all watch the fourth one, spoiler alert, Shifu was more famous than Master Uwe, which I don't get that timeline. I don't get that. So if Shifu was more famous than Master Uwe, like, I'm not getting the context. How do you beat your master? I mean, obviously when he tried to fight Uwe, he did the little but like, that was on some cinematic shit. I feel like if they were to go hand to hand, Tai Lung would have won. And I also want to clear this up, because my whole time I just thought the Dragon Warrior was something that was passed down. I thought it was something like a birth of passage.
Rite of passage.
Yeah. I didn't know that it could be anybody. So now that I know that, let's pause, take that scenario, keep it right here, put a pin in it. If I wasn't Tai Lung, the Dragon Warrior, and better yet that, okay, maybe I can understand. Maybe he was too violent. Maybe he was impatient. That didn't stop him. I would have had a doubt in my mind that if he was given the role like he thought he could, he would have been a very great Dragon Warrior. Reminder, he only acted like that when they told him no. If they told him yes, he probably would have protected the valley with all his heart. He's literally took down goons on his own that Kung Fu Panda needed help with. That's the thing.
Even in the fourth one, he still was respectful to Poe. That's telling.
Right.
Like, after all of that, he still was respectful. He could have whooped his ass.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That was his chance for his get back, bro.
And
he still was respectful.
I'm a big Tigress fan.
Why didn't give her no screen time?
Right. Tigress, in my opinion, was the best fighter of them all. Let's talk about the second one. When Kung Fu Panda got like kicked, she grabbed him, split this body to the side, lined him up, and then this nigga Poe talking about something, pointing at Tigress like, this is why I'm awesome. Yeah, because no shit. Like,
also,
I remember.
Can we be real though? Poe is not a good fighter. He's literally just like, he clumsily.
He got this like Jackie Chan goofy style. No hate on Jackie Chan, but Jackie Chan does it better. But it's just goofy seeing him do it. And this is my biggest gripe.
Like, he be winning fights by chance.
Right, it's never like by skill. Like,
it'd be a clumsy win. It'd be an on accident win every single time.
Oh, like it so happened to be a pot here. Let me hit him with the pot.
He always need backup. Always need backup. He can't never fight nobody by himself.
Like, you couldn't fight the chameleon yourself. You the Dragon Warrior.
So how is he the Dragon Warrior?
And now, and this is my biggest take. This, what I'm about to say right now, I'm about to justify the whole thing. You associate Dragon Warrior with fame. When Master Shifu told you in the fourth one, spoilers, that, hey, you have to give up the Dragon Warrior role, he did not want to do it. he was so more focused on the fame of it and like
signing
punching
the autographs.
right, but not more on the actual spiritual reason of being the Dragon Warrior. And I do not like how like it was like you couldn't beat the chameleon on your own. You literally spawned the whole dragon to do all this stuff. So it just was irritating to me.
But it's like if the chameleon was everything that you already beat, how you couldn't beat her?
How'd you lose?
You literally already trained for it.
And the fact of the Furious 5 not being there, I want to say as a movie actor, I understand the skeletal system of movies, meaning I'm not like y'all who just watch movies and just take it what it is. I understand stuff from a financial situation, a health situation, and even just a money situation, which is financial. So I understand that. I think it was a big budget cut. I don't think they had the budget to put the Furious 5 in the movie. So they made up an excuse for them not to be in it and just to be about Poe.
But I don't like how they try to bitch Tigress like she was just fighting.
Yeah,
chickens.
they had tigers fighting chickens. In the second movie, quote me on this. I don't know how long she been punching ironwood trees, but Tigress, out of all the characters, hands are so hard that she only one that gave Kai. Tigress on her own almost beat Kai. Literally, she gave that dude a kick and it woke him up. So I don't like that, bro. I don't like how they do other people besides Poe. And this is my theory of why Poe was even a Dragon Warrior. Only because look, remember what I said earlier in the video? You only pick the Dragon Warrior based on whoever the master is. Meaning, if I'm the Dragon Warrior and I pick her, that's just my say. And that's wrong because it could have been better fighters out, but it's just because she's my wife, I'm gonna pick her. Like, I feel like he only picked Poe because when Kai and Oogway was fighting and they had that big fight, when Kai had discovered that pandas are usually good at chi somehow, which I gotta argue on that because I've never seen anybody use chi and be good at it but Master Oogway and maybe Poe. But Poe had to be trained, and we even knew that Tai Long chi was stronger than Poe's, and we're gonna get to that. And I'm saying all this to say that I feel like Master Oogway only picked Poe because he was saved by the pandas. That's it. Just like anybody else that was saved by somebody, you're gonna lean towards that. Like if I had a bad experience and a dog was the one that saved my life, obviously I'm gonna argue that dogs are more protective than any animal on the planet.
Also, it's like they want Poe to be spiritually guiding people, but Poe hasn't really been through nothing the way that the other people have.
Right. Most of these people,
he wasn't raised in the morals that everyone else had. Everybody else was trained up in this.
Right.
It was just like he got this by chance. And
right.
he ain't really been through nothing to earn it.
Right. And I would like to say most of the Furious 5, because like I said, I'm not one of these guys that's gonna go here and just talk about something I don't know. I know the story of all the Furious 5. Even to Tigress being an orphan, even to Monkey being a thief, even to Crane not even being good at Kung Fu. He literally was in a Kung Fu class. Out of all of the Furious 5, Crane was the one that was doing Kung Fu before Kung Fu, if that makes sense. Before he got to the J Palace, he was doing Kung Fu. He was a janitor at a Kung Fu thing, and they told him he wasn't fit to learn Kung Fu. Sort of like the chameleon story, so I understand that. So, okay, let's get into it. Who else? Even the Snake Viper, her dad was a legendary general, and they were known for their fangs, but she was born without them. So in reality, she probably would have been the strongest on the team because they said that her venom alone could take out an army of 100. She just was born without fangs. And she's still propelled to be one of the best female fighters right up next to Tigress. So, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I can't remember
Poe
what...
couldn't even barely fight the fox by himself.
Right, and...
The only reason why he actually won against that fox was because he had the staff.
And he cannot beat the Furious 5. I don't care what nobody say. He's not beating Monkey. He's definitely not beating Tigress. And honestly, that fight with Tai Long was just plot armor. And if y'all watch anime, y'all know what plot armor is. If y'all watch any movie, y'all know what plot armor is. So yeah. And I said I was gonna get back on that chi situation. The person that had the weakest chi that was specified was Master Shifu. He was getting better at it. He could barely make a flower bloom at some point, but he has got better with Poe's teaching. but that was guided by Master Uwe. Master Uwe wasn't specified to have a lot of chi or more chi than anybody because let's talk about Kai. Kai plays a big part in this conversation because he's learned to manipulate chi to a point where I could take her chi, and let's say her chi is at 900. I took your chi, I'm 900, and let's just say my chi was 900. So that's added chi plus what she got. So that being said, if I'm wearing her chi, I took her chi off and I threw it. I'm back at my base level. Y'all get where I'm getting at? Now pay attention. Kai has took everyone's chi. He took Master Shifu chi. He took the Hedgehog's chi. He's taken Tai Long chi, which I don't know how he got it, but
he took it.
He took it. And I'm gonna just say this: when he was fighting Po, he did not have Master Shifu chi. He did not have Master Uwe's chi on there. He had Tai Long's chi. So hinting all he needed was his chi alone and Tai Long chi to beat Po. And let's just say, I'm not gonna say he won the fight, but that fight was lasted long, and he did do what he needed to do. He did take Po to the spirit realm, and they did fight. But like I said, plot armor. And I just want to say, I don't like the conception that Tai Long is weak, Tai Long is worse, Tai Long is that, but they always use him for power and strength. When it's anytime it's a scene dealing with power and strength from a villain, they like, let me extract this from. She could have pulled
even the chameleon. That's right. All she wanted. She wanted Tai Long first.
Right. She could have pulled anybody out the spirit realm. Even Master Uwe.
And that she did pull Master Uwe, but she pulled him like way after Tai Long. She wanted Tai Long first. That's what she was most excited about. If she didn't get nobody else's, that's what she wanted.
First. And I don't like...
I don't like how they tried to bitch Tai Long either
right.
and make it seem like he couldn't fucking fight her.
Right.
Because how...
You don't even know Kung Fu. You needed my Kung Fu. She literally... Bro, all right. Whatever. And then I also want to say this. I understand the Bao and Kung Fu. I'm skilled in a lot of different martial arts, and I do understand that you have to give respect to your opponent, win or lose. That's just tradition. I don't play that way. Like, I respect everybody that I have fought before or going to fight. So, yeah. I do agree on Tai Long did bow to him, and that's out of respect. I don't feel like he should have. I felt like it should have been Po that bowed to him because he had more grace, you know, and he had more understanding. I do feel like, and also another thing, this spirit world thing, is this like a jail for people? Because I get I did something wrong, but why do I have to be banished to a spirit realm for the rest of my life? There's no opportunity for change. We literally seen that. This girl was a thief the whole movie. Why didn't you put her in the spirit realm?
In fact, you make her a dragon warrior.
Right. So I feel like it's played out, and they should just free them boys. Like
I feel like it would have been more of a better ending
if they just was free. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you watch, like I said, I'm a big fan of Kung Fu Panda, so I even know about the show.
I feel like it would have made more sense that Tai Long bowed to him if afterwards he was set free.
Cause he understand. He even told Po, they had a conversation. It was like
in fact, it wasn't just Tai Long that bowed; all of them bowed. Remember? Right. So if all of them bowed, then all of them have learned their lesson. They all respect him. So I feel like that would have made more sense if they freed them all after that.
Right.
Rather than banish them all back to jail.
And it's like, I've known what the spirit realm is. It's just an endless void of nothing.
Then also that gives them another chance to make another movie because
Because I would have loved to see Tai Long and Po work together.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like their stories are kind of similar because Po, you were an orphan, but you got adopted into a noodle shop. And another thing is, if I remember, didn't in Kung Fu Panda 3, Po was so scared of Kai that he ran back to his hometown to teach everybody chi to help him fight freaking Kai? So I don't like that. Like the indication that no one could fight in that movie. Like the father, you couldn't fight. He taught you. I don't think he taught the little chick and his adopted father, but he's definitely taught his real father.
I just think they try to glorify Po like he's like the best fighter. He's the warrior. He's the dragon warrior. He can fight anything. He's like this hero, and this bro can't even fight.
Right, like I'm so excited to see
after
this
all
movie.
the
I'm
training,
like, what?
after all the training, he just like clumsily, accidentally wins fights.
Right.
Still, I just hate that. It's
And
like,
the thing with the spirit realm, I want to
corny.
say is like, the only way to get out is if somebody with good chi lets you out. Because we made it clear that like Poe ain't the only one that could get you out the spirit realm. The chameleon opened that with ease. She just needed his staff. That's it. And so I just was like, just let them be free. This man Tai Lung broke out the most highly security jail with just a feather. I'm not going to question his skill. Yeah, I just feel like he should have had a better chance. And I just think the movie was poorly directed. It was rushed. So moving forward, I hope they don't do this with Shrek 5. Because I definitely want to see more Donkey. I'm not going to lie, Shrek kind of played out. I know your story. You got kids. You lived your life. Same with Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots got like 2 other movie breaks off before he was even with Puss in Boots. He got too many alterations. Puss in Boots you played out. Shrek you played out.
Altercations.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, I want to see more about Donkey. I want this to be about Donkey. If there's not, then give him his own movie.
Donkey need his own movie.
Yeah, because if this, I'm sick of this.
Same thing with Incredibles. Frozone need his own movie.
Frozone was the only side character that felt like he should have been a main character.
Frozone
Like for real, like.
I want to see Frozone.
I want to see his wife too for the first time. That would be crazy because we never get to see her.
Where is my super suit?
He had too much aura in the last movie. It was like that one scene when they knocked on the kid's door. He was like, "We're coming to get the kids." He was like, "Funny, because I'm supposed to get the kids." I was like, "Oh yeah," and they knew what time it was up when Dash was like, "Okay, let him in."
Yeah, I definitely want to see a movie for Frozone.
Yeah, but
I just feel like that'd be hard.
More back on the kung fu thing. Like I said, it was a like, as far as like Disney movies go, Pixar, whatever you want to call it, DreamWorks. I think the best like trilogy got to be Cars. Trilogy. Why I keep saying words wrong? She pisses me off because I be knowing the best trilogy to me had to be Cars.
Best plot.
Best plot. Best storyline. Best way it ended. Best ever. I know some people were to argue like, oh, why couldn't Light McQueen just get an engine swap? But since they're cars and we want to say the cars are replicated by a human body, a counterpart. So getting an engine swap would be close to getting like a brain swap or brain surgery, like on some Get Out stuff, or a heart. So I think that would have been a little weird. And then it's just like, I guess the developers of the film just wanted the car to represent a human, like. No plastic surgery, nothing. This is just how you were born. If you were a slow car, you're a van. That's just that. You can get modifications, but it's just like. And another thing I also want to talk about is about cars. Before we get back on the kung fu topic, I like how they made what's the name Death like very subtle. Like if you didn't notice it, you probably wouldn't notice it. And I like that. It was the sheriff. He died in that movie. He wasn't alive. And if you paid attention to like the first movie, you could see that he was getting work done. And I think that was really sad. And I think the actor that voiced him died in real life too. So it was kind of like closure for the family members. You know.
Rest in peace, big bro.
Yeah. And Doc Hudson as well. So yeah, I think they ended that very well. And Cars is another one that's like close to my childhood, even down to relation with my papa who passed away. That's just all we used to watch. Had the DVD and everything. And so if y'all want more video on Cars or another separate part about that, explaining that, I could do that too. But let's stick more on Kung Fu Panda. I just also feel like it could have been done a lot better. Like I would have ended it to where like Poe is who he say he is, because a lot of stuff that he had to face wasn't hard. I felt like he was trying to be like this jolly green good person.
Jolly green giant.
You're right. Like at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. If she's stealing, I mean, I don't condone it. It's wrong regardless.
Monkey a thief?
But yeah, he was a thief too. But he changed. But see, this is the thing though. If you steal it from people that stole from other people, do that really make you bad? Like I'm just saying, it's already stolen. I mean, stealing is wrong in general. But like, I just feel like in the movie he was just like on it. Like, this is where I'm about to get in his ass at. So you can't fight, barely could fight, but as soon as she steals something, you own it. You doing your best move to stop her from stealing some money, but letting this dude get like you the dragon warrior. Nothing in that.
Not even doing his best move though, because she literally could have took it if he didn't have the staff.
Right. Like I just think it was clumped together and it shows. The reviews on it didn't get it. It didn't get where it needed to be. A lot of people, most of their returning like fans are like kids or like people like me, and people like me were like only returning just to see Tai Long, because once they rumored that Tai Long was gonna be in it, we was like, they bringing Tai Long back, because we wanted to see him in 3. We wanted to see him in 3, and that did not happen. In a way, we seen him. He was an Easter egg in 3, because like I said, that's how I knew Kai was using his chi, because you could see Tai Long's emblem on his belt when he was fighting Po, when he didn't have nothing else on him. So like I said, you use his chi. So basically, in a sense, I know what you're now saying. Doesn't that make Po better because he beat Kai and Tai Long at the same time? No, it does not. Because if Kai was physically here and Tai Long was physically here and he had to fight them, he would lose.
And like we already said, Po be winning fights by clumsiness, not because he can actually fight.
And by plot armor. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way. I just had to get that off my chest. And I thank you guys. Make sure y'all sub. If y'all got any questions or disagree with anything, let me know.
Like, subscribe, comment.
And I see you when I see y'all.
God
Peace.
bless.